My own father left me at the airport when I was 9, just to enjoy a luxury trip with his new wife and her kids. So I called my estranged mother. She landed in a private jet. When Dad returned, my room was cleared out and a legal notice sat on the bed. His wife screamed, "No, no!" I was 9, standing at the gate, backpack sliding off one shoulder, when my father crouched down like he was about to explain something completely normal. "Something came up," he said, pressing two 20s into my hand. "You'll be fine. Be a big girl for me, okay?" Behind him, his new wife was already herding her two kids towards security, matching vacation shirts, designer luggage trailing behind. Nobody looked back. My suitcase stood at my feet and I didn't have a house key because I was supposed to be on that plane too. I watched him walk through the checkpoint, kept waiting for him to turn around. He didn't. For 2 hours, I sat by a charging station, watching families move past in both directions, trying to look like I belonged, like someone was just parking the car. Eventually, an airport employee stopped in front of me. "Sweetheart, where's your grown-up?" "He's parking the car," I said. She looked at my suitcase, then my face. "How long has he been parking?" That was when I broke. The whole thing came out. The trip, the envelope, the walk through security without me. She brought me to an airport police desk and let me charge my phone. An officer asked if there was another parent they could call. I almost said no automatically. My father had spent years telling me my mother chose her career over me, that she loved airplanes and boardrooms more than being a mom, but her name was still sitting in my contacts under mom, untouched, waiting. I pressed call. It rang twice. Then her voice came through so fast it sounded like she'd been holding it in for years. "Sweetheart?" I couldn't get words out at first. Then I whispered, "Dad left me at the airport." There was a silence on the other end that wasn't cold, the kind that happens when someone's entire world stops moving at once. Then her voice came back, steady. "Listen to me. Stay with the officer. Don't leave with anyone. Keep your phone charging. I'm coming." "You don't have to," I said. "I should have come a long time ago," she said, and hung up. 3 hours later, an officer walked me through a quiet corridor toward a private terminal. Glass doors opened onto cold night air, a white jet waiting under bright lights. A woman came down the stairs before the crew had finished rolling them into place. She looked nothing like the person my father had described. Terrified, breathless. She dropped to her knees and wrapped her arms around me so tight I could feel her shaking, and I stopped acting like an adult and just cried, right there on the tarmac, while security kept a respectful distance. But she didn't just hold me and disappear. She spoke to the officers, asked for a copy of the report, asked whether the cameras had caught my father handing me the envelope and walking through the checkpoint alone. "Most likely, yes," the officer said. She nodded, like every answer was another brick in a wall she'd been building for years without me knowing. Before we boarded, she pulled up a text on my phone, the one my father sent hours earlier, and asked the officer to note it. "Stop panicking. You're old enough to handle a ride home. Don't embarrass me." By midnight, a family law attorney was sitting in my mother's kitchen with a laptop and a legal pad, calm with me and sharp the second she turned to my mother. A 9-year-old left alone at a major airport. No confirmed transportation, no house key, parent unreachable, text evidence minimizing her distress. "We file emergency custody tonight." My mother looked at me first. "Do you want to stay here while we figure this out?" Nobody had asked me what I wanted in longer than I could remember. I nodded. 10 days later, my father came home tanned and relaxed, calling my name up the stairs like nothing had happened. No answer. He went up. Bedroom door open, clothes gone, school books gone, the little nightlight I'd had since I was 6, gone. The closet door hung open on bare hangers. On the bed sat two things, his house key and a thick legal envelope. He picked up the envelope first. Not a note from me, not the key, the papers. That told me everything I needed to know about who he really was, before I even found out what he said next. His wife appeared in the doorway. "What's wrong?" Then she saw the letterhead over his shoulder, emergency temporary custody, and her face changed so fast her daughter stopped smiling. "What did you do?" she whispered. "It's nothing," he snapped, hands shaking, reading his own text and evidence. "Don't embarrass me." She stepped back like the page was contagious. "No," she said, reading it again. "No." He didn't answer, still staring at his own name under respondent, only now understanding what walking away from a 9-year-old was going to cost him.